Hi there, Andrew Bell with you once again with what has been a really busy first 2 weeks of February. Now, we still had quite a few transactions we were negotiating on properties that had not sold under the hammer at the event a couple of weeks ago, with many of those now sold. We're always focused on getting the best outcome for our sellers. You know, about 15% of the time, sales happen prior to auction when a seller gets an offer just simply too good to refuse. We then sell anywhere between 40 and 55% on the day under the hammer. However, the balance, up to around about 90% of all auctions, then sell after auction. Now, this post-auction sale period is a really important period, and that's the phase we're in right now. We also have our commercial event auctions, which have just started in their promotion, and the auction's on the 22nd of February. And that's keeping us incredibly busy with the significant higher number of inquiries on these commercial properties. If you are a commercial buyer, have a good look at our website and look at the excellent array of properties we have on offer. Now, my regular watchers of this e-newsletter would know I have been mentioning the reigniting of interstate migration. As the largest real estate agency on the Gold Coast, marketing more properties than anyone else, we get to tap into the market better than anybody else. And so we were able to detect this surge of migration increasing throughout 2017. I did mention we had no official figures previously, but we finally do have some figures out now. Now, in 2015, interstate migration to Queensland was 6,417 persons. It increased to 11,581 in 2016. And now the latest figures for the fiscal year of 2017 shows 17,148. We actually felt the strongest surge in the second half of last year in this migration. And so that's not even captured in the figures I've just mentioned to you. A turnaround from just 6,500 odd people 2 years ago to 17,000 odd now really highlights this major surge in interstate migration. We know there are two factors that have been driving this. The first, the cost of living interstate, and in particular Sydney. Time spent in traffic jams, cost of parking station, tolls, and of course the number one factor being the cost of housing. Whilst people were searching for more affordable locations to live in their next move, the key thing for that was a job. Now, with the Gold Coast economy broadening and strengthening significantly, better paying jobs became available. And whilst not as high as Sydney and Melbourne, when they balanced up the significantly lower cost of living here on the Gold Coast, this is what triggered the surge of people making the move to the north. With that surge north, which we've seen in the official figures I've already mentioned, we also see a surge of capital coming with these people. Now, this has played a significant role in boosting spending here on the Gold Coast across all types of businesses, and as such is a further enhancement of our economy, but also a strong contributor to the real estate market with all this money coming from interstate. Now, I can't wait for the next official migration numbers, which I'm sure will see us past the 20,000 plus range. Now, one other thing we do know that is when one member of a family moves, it tends to be a draw card for others to follow. So, may I say welcome to Queensland, all of those who have migrated, and especially to you, to our home city on the Gold Coast. One final item, we have a really great day coming up. It's our annual Business Meet Sports Lunch. This is always a kind of really exciting day where we see lots of business people joining us and just the general community coming for a fun day. This year we have two major panel interviews during the lunch. The first panel being Tourism Australia's Chairman Bob East, Gold Coast City Council CEO Dale Dixon, Gold Dogs, that's the organising committee for the Commonwealth Games, Head of Sport Greg Nance, and some surprise guests including some athletes who are going to talk everything Commonwealth Games just a couple of weeks out from the opening ceremony. This is a behind the scenes look into what's the latest of that important stage. Now, our second group is the Executive Chairman, the CEO and coach and captain of the newly shaped Titans, who are going to tell us so much about what happened during the off-season with change of ownership and a whole range of new teams, and what we can expect from the Titans in 2018. Now, it's only $150 per head or $1,500 for a table. Details are on screen now to book. It's on the 2nd of March and only weeks out from the Commonwealth Games, and of course at the start of the NRL season. So come along and have some fun with us on this great day. I look forward to being with you in a fortnight's time. Until then, my warmest regards and please stay safe.